Hello you guys, this is the Pretty Coach Oracles here, coming to do a general reading. This is going to be what I call my, I actually don't remember what I call these readings where I just do the elements. I think I used to call them fifth element readings, something like that. But anyway, it's where instead of doing the signs individually, it's kind of like a collective thing where I'll have earth, wind, fire, and water. Okay, so wind represents the air signs for those who may not be able to correlate the two. But anyhow, let's hop into this. I'm about to give my affirmations, which is going to be in the form of a prayer, and then I'm going to go ahead and get started. Okay, you guys, I know that it's been a long time. If you are interested and you care about where I've been and you want me to make a video about it, just put it in the comments, okay? Moving forward, let's hop into it. Thank you so much, Holy Spirit of wisdom. Thank you for this opportunity to come and read for the collective, for our highest good and the highest good of all connected. My prayer is that the messages that come through are very strong, that they come through quick, raw, no chaser. And please remove any energy that is going to hinder this reading, that's not going to allow me to read it appropriately, and only allow for the truth to remain here, okay? So be it, and so shall it be. All right, y'all. So from my rune deck that I use, the overall energy is the commitment card here. The name of this rune is called Tiwaz, and I may not pronounce that right, but it deals with the energy of commitment, okay? I see there's a pride, basically, a lion with lionesses, okay? So this is going to be the overall energy that's going to be affecting this particular reading. Now, the main card that actually came out here is the card for wealth or cattle. This rune is called Fehu. So for me, the immediate message that I would take, is commitment to wealth for some people, but for others, your wealth could come from your commitment. When I look at the commitment card and there's the lion with the lionesses, I look at that as a community too, a family. So maybe your commitment to family is somehow going to be what helps you to generate your wealth for some of you guys, okay? In the overall energy for the tarot, at the bottom of the deck, I have the Ace of Swords. This is about some type of abundant clarity that comes in, a gift of the Most High God that comes, some type of sudden epiphany. Okay, I'm also wanting to go back to marry both of these messages, and I'm going to say that for some of us who are watching this video, in some type of way, you helping families to be committed to wealth or to create wealth is going to be a way that you yourself gain wealth, okay? This could have something to do with like the 8th house energy, Scorpio energy I'm feeling. So birth, marriage, insurance, taxes, these types of things, shared resources. Let's keep in mind that even though we have our smaller micro families, we also are a part of a larger family of humanity and or spiritual beings as well. So that's the world at large. So just assisting with family in all of these different ways, okay? That's going to be somebody's light bulb, someone's idea, like I feel like something is going to happen, some type of truth is going to be revealed about this. Now, moving on into each of the elements, we're going to start with the earth signs first. All right, so when I was preparing for this reading, the earth signs wound up getting 2 cards. I was hoping that everybody would just get 1 card. The first card that hit the table for the earth signs is the Knight of Pentacles. And so this is very much so you guys' energy. The Knight of Pentacles is about planning. It's about detail. It is about being meticulous. Preparation here, okay? So I feel like too, the second card that came out with this Knight of Pentacles is the High Priestess. So I find it just a bit ironic that the High Priestess is here for the earth sign energy, because that's something that I'm not going to say that earth signs don't follow their intuition and that they don't have it. They actually do, and I think that a lot of times earth signs they don't get enough credit. They get a bad rep for being materially focused a lot of times. But in this season, I feel like what you guys are going to be allowing to move you, allowing to help you create your plans, is the spiritual, is wisdom, is your intuition. Okay, so this is going to be more so this. I feel like it's a vision. Okay, hold on. Sorry about that, guys. I feel like there is a sacred vision that you are holding, and this is what's going to assist you in staying the course, staying on track here, okay? Knight of Pentacles is heavy on Virgo energy, but it is Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. So I feel like this is going to be about maybe making lists. If you're not a list maker, whatever way that you help yourself stay on track when it comes to a goal. This could deal with project management. I could say even some type of certification or work related energy that has you in a place of management. Okay? And I feel like maybe you could be a person who is preparing to be in management. But let me know how that resonates for you. The High Priestess is about being in stillness. To me, this is also the energy of the occult. You know, tapping into that innate wisdom that all of us possess, or tapping into the spiritual forces that undergird you. Okay? So that's what the High Priestess is about in this regard. So, I want to say Capricorn for some reason, but I mean earth signs, make sure that you guys are paying attention to your spiritual practices. That's going to be very key and intricate in helping you maintain the plan, sticking to the plan, paying attention to the details, okay? All right, I'm going to move on. So this isn't a long and drawn out video. For the air signs, or for the wind element, we have the Judgment card. So there are some decisions that need to be made, or that have already been made on your behalf, air signs, or you are the ones making these decisions. With this trumpet blowing, I feel like there's some form of information. There is movement both in the ethers and in the physical realm that is going to clarify. It's going to purify. It's about to cleanse some things. And in this cleansing could come separations, okay, and also coming together of energies that need to be working together at this time. Now, on this particular Judgment card, it looks like this could be a family here. There's a man, a woman, and a child. So remember, you guys, the overall energy is, we did get the card of commitment, and I was sharing with you guys how I really do feel like this is something about family here. Even if it's more on chosen family, like your friends, or if this is in fact a mother, a father who share a child together, or if this is husband, wife, okay? I'm beginning to feel like for some of you guys, it could be that the coming together, the joining of union in some way is going to be what generates your wealth. And let me explain what I mean this joining. I don't mean just the choice or just the decision to become a family unit. I mean like you guys mentally preparing in some way, you both mentally making the decision that we're in this together as a family unit, like our survival depends upon this, to the point to where you go from thinking about each other like yourselves separately into seeing each other as like one cohesive unit. That itself could be the wealth for some of you guys. I also for some reason feel like this guy is, this whole family unit is extremely powerful. Even the little babies got their arms out. You see that? The mom's is the only arm that's like this. But I feel like that's representative of that High Priestess energy, of her holding her power with like that comes from within. The father is expressive, the child is expressive, but she is that energy that is in between both expressions, and she draws from her inner well, inner strength, inner knowledge, okay? and the four, and that cross that has the four, like four parts of it, that deals with just from all four corners, you know, all four directions. To me, that talks about abundance. Moving on to the fire signs here, I see the Wheel of Fortune. So even though I'm reading for all the elements and therefore all the signs, right, I still feel like every time I do a reading, I have to tell people that we're all connected, even in the elements. There's a story that's being told here, okay? I feel like let me say this. I feel like part of the plan in the earth sign energy, in the earth element, what's going to help solidify is going to be tapping into spirit, tapping into source, tapping into that feminine energy, and then from that making a plan of action and sticking to it until what you see manifests itself. Upon doing that, making that choice to work together, that's what's going to bring whatever wealth and abundance to, you know, each of us individually and each of the families or whatever, friendships, what have you. And because of these decisions that have been made, the tables, the energy in the relationships, whether it's family, romantic, business related, or just even personal, tables are turning. I kind of feel like it's tables turning in the favor of, and again, I see a couple on the top of this card. There's a king and a queen here. There is someone who is falling off. It gives me the Fool card energy. So like that's what it looks like, or maybe a page type of energy. Something that is immature, something that was only fly by night type of energy, because I did say the Fool card at first. So it's giving something that was never meant to like hang on. It was meant for a season. It brought newness. It brought a breath of fresh air, but it's not going to be here to stay. This energy is what's falling away. I feel like it's an energy that's only here for a good time. That's the energy that I feel connected to this person that's falling off of the wheel. And now who's at the top? It's the king and the queen, which makes me still look at this energy. Okay. Last but not least, for the water sign energy, we have the Four of Pentacles, but in the reverse. Normally, the Four of Pentacles in the upright can deal with being stingy or holding on to something or trying to salvage something. In this case, because it's in the reverse, I feel like this is about a release. This is about letting go of something, I think. Maybe even removing yourself and your energy from lack. Okay, letting go of something that you may have been trying to salvage with your love, with your care, with your affection, even with your spirituality, and maybe it wasn't working. You know, maybe it wasn't working, but now releasing that, opening up your hand in order to potentially receive more. Now, this could also look like, you know, losing something. It could feel that way. But I still feel a good energy. Like, even though I may lose this particular job, or I may lose this way of making money or something like that, or I may lose this particular friendship or even this relationship, I do still feel like there is a sense of relief with this. Now, normally I would want to clarify my cards, but I don't have another deck here, so I'm going to leave these messages here. If any of them resonated with you, please, please, please give this video a thumbs up. Also, comment below exactly how it resonated. No matter what sign you are, whether you are an earth, air sign, fire sign, or a water sign predominantly, please understand that you have all of these elements at some point in your chart somewhere. And if you don't have them in your natal chart, they still affect you, you know, indirectly, because we go through all of these elements in a year. So without further ado, to summarize everything, I really do feel like this has something to do with committing to wealth, coming up with a plan of action, utilizing your spiritual practices to assist you with coming up with your plan. In doing that, making a decision and sticking with that, that's what's going to turn the tables for you in your favor. And you are going to be moving away from maybe a lack energy or a stingy energy into energy that flows a little bit more freely for some of you guys. That's what I ultimately feel here, okay? With the water sign energy, I just feel like even if you were trying to desperately hold on to a connection or hold on to monies, I just feel like it's pointless and it's useless. And I think that at some point you guys are going to recognize that or experience that energy, and you'll have no choice but to release it and let it go and let it flow. So without further ado, peace, love, light, and darkness, which all work together to bring balance and harmony, first within ourselves and then within our world. Bye, you guys.